Meg Ryan is feeling energized and ready to tackle anything that life has in store for her. She decides to take a drive to clear her head and plan her next steps. She pulls out her car and cruises the city streets, planning her next move. She passes iconic landmarks, feeling the excitement of the open road. Meg decides to head to the beach. She takes in the smell of the salty air and the feel of the wind in her hair. She takes a moment to reflect on her situation. Meg strolls along the beach and really takes in the moment. She notices the seagulls gliding above the ocean and smiles. She's feeling inspired and ready to tackle the world. Meg walks a bit further and spots a food truck. She takes out her wallet and is ready to sample the delicious cuisine. She orders the grilled cheese sandwich and sits at the nearest table. She takes a bite and notices the amazing flavor. She feels happy and content. Meg goes for a leisurely walk under the sun, taking in the sights and smells of the shoreline. She discovers the new beach that she never knew existed. She stares out into the horizon, feeling the calm of the ocean waves. She takes a deep breath and lets out a sigh of relief. Meg is feeling renewed. She goes back to her car, but before she drives off, she decides to take a dip in the cool ocean water. She takes off her clothes and steps in, feeling the refreshing bliss. Meg takes a few strokes and sees a pod of dolphins nearby. She is stunned and mesmerized by the beauty of it all. She stops swimming and just enjoys the moment. After a while, Meg decides to head back to her car. She puts on her clothes and drives away, feeling quite peacefully. She passes by a bookstore and stops, feeling suddenly drawn to the books inside. Meg loves reading and decides to take a look. She spends a few hours in the bookstore, browsing through the different sections and picking out books that pique her interest. After her bookstore excursion, Meg decided to go grab dinner. She heads to a nearby restaurant and orders a delicious plate of pasta. She then starts to think about her next move. Should she go home? Or should she take one more risk? She decides to take the risk. Meg spends the night at a nearby hotel and then heads to a business conference in the morning. She hears stories of successful entrepreneurs and feels inspired. After the conference, Meg takes some time to reflect on what she's heard. She decides to take some of the advice people have shared and use it in her own life. She starts to research different business opportunities and soon finds something that piques her interest. She takes out her laptop and starts researching more. Meg discovers a business plan that she believes in, and decides to take the plunge. She starts to assemble a team and develop her plan. With the help of her team, Meg finds investors and begins to establish her business. She is feeling confident and excited to create something new. Over time, the business starts to take off. Meg is now a successful entrepreneur and is receiving lots of recognition for her work. She is now sought out by other aspiring entrepreneurs for her advice and guidance. Meg is feeling both fulfilled and proud. She now embarks on another journey to give back to the community. She opens a charity and starts fundraising events for a good cause. Meg now spends most of her time giving back to the world. She volunteers her time and money and makes sure that her charity is making a real difference. She feels fulfilled in knowing that she can make a difference. Meg is also now offering mentorship programs to younger entrepreneurs.